And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and welcome to Scotty Ray's Weather. It is Sunday, September the 13th. I hope you have a chance to watch a church service or go to one this morning somewhere. Bring a little joy to your day. Well, we've got a lot of weather to talk about. We do have a tropical storm that is most likely going to become a Category 2 hurricane before it makes landfall, and it will affect our area in some way, shape, form, or way. So we'll get into that. Let's start first with our forecast today of what to expect. A pretty nice day, but it's going to be hot. A 20% chance of showers after 1 o'clock. That heat index, 99 to 100. So hot, extremely warm. If you're going to be out on tractors and things of that nature, make sure to carry some water. Tonight, 73 for our low. We'll get tomorrow increasing to a 60% chance of rain, high to reach 88. By Tuesday, we have an 80% chance of showers. Tuesday night, 60%. And by Wednesday, 80% chance of rain as well. Now, they have put into effect a flash flood watch in effect from Tuesday morning through Thursday morning. So that's going to be coming. Heavy rainfall will come with this, 4 to 8 inches in the areas. And where is that going to be? It's going to be just to the south of the Meridian area. In central Mississippi, it's going to be Jasper. I take that back. It's going to be Simpson and Smith counties. In south central, it'll be Jeff Davis, Lawrence, Marion. In southeast, it'll be Covington, Forest, Jones, and Lamar. In east central Mississippi, it'll be Clark and Jasper is where I was going with that just a moment ago. So those are the areas, and we'll look at that on a map here in just a moment to tell you all about what's going on. So let's set this up. Now, wind, we will get wind. We're going to get a lot of rain in our area, especially to the south. And again, if this moves just a little bit to the east, we'll get a little bit worse than what we're expecting at this point. So let's jump in and let's pull up some graphs and show you what we've got so far, what we're expected. Now, pay attention because all of these things, we could have loss of power. We could be without, that turns your gas pumps off. So be prepared. And a lack of loaf bread. Lord have mercy, we know what happens with that around here in Milk. All right, as we begin, rainfall through Thursday is what we're expected. Now, this is the areas where there's a flash flood watch in effect here from the lower portion of Lauderdale County, the southern portion there into Clark, taking in Jasper and all this, McGee to Hattiesburg. That area is expected somewhere between 4 to 8 inches. The Meridian area through Philadelphia all the way up to Columbus is expecting 3 to 6 inches of rain. That's still a lot of rain over the next few days. So keep in mind, and again, all it's going to take is just a little bit of this storm moving, and they always do. One way or the other, it may go more west of New Orleans, and it could come on back toward the coast of Mississippi. So we'll watch this. It is not for definite yet where it will actually come in. These are the storms that we're watching. This is, of course, Sally here. These two have nothing to worry about. As we look at 20 has been formed, and we look at our next slide, there's a 70% chance this next one here is going to become a storm also. So this is what's going on at the current time. This is what we're worried about with Sally over here in the Gulf. As we look at this, our timeline, Tuesday is what we're expecting it to come ashore somewhere around New Orleans, and we'll zoom in on that on radar here in just a moment. And as you'll notice, as it comes in, it hooks right here, East Mississippi. That's where we are in this area. Then that's the extended path. But we're in the path of where it will come in and then hook back to the east towards us. As we look at this, storm watches and warnings that are along the coast from New Orleans all the way down to Florida. And we'll zoom in on that on the live map here in just a moment to get a closer look to make it, graphics like that are great, but nothing like actually seeing it on the radar. So we'll look at that in just a few moments. New Orleans, all of this area here, that's what we were just talking about, the tropical storm warnings, Mobile, Biloxi. As we look at this, wind speeds, as our area right there, that looks like it could be anywhere from 40 to 50 miles an hour winds. Again, it could shift. We're looking at it coming into New Orleans right there. As we move forward, when could we start seeing winds from this? Anytime Monday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., we could start feeling some storm winds there. As our forecast call for, let's go back up here and look at this. We're going to start having some wind gusts later on in the week, and they could, Tuesday night, we could get 1 to 2 inches of rain easily. And then on Wednesday, we could still have wind gusts 25 to 30 miles an hour. Sustained winds of 30, and then wind gusts of 40 miles an hour. So as it comes in on Tuesday, Wednesday is going to be when it's going to affect us. 40 mile an hour gusts. That's pretty strong. So what that's telling us is any limbs that you've got, old trees, it could likely blow them down as this comes in, because it's going to be some heavy winds with this. Again, Tuesday when it will make landfall, our area will most likely be affected by Wednesday. Rainfall amounts. Let's look at this. We could go in our area here. Now, this is going to be Clark County down through here, anywhere from 6 to 10 inches. As you go into Lauderdale County, Neshoba County, and Kemper County, and up through Columbus, we could get anywhere from 4 to 6 inches. But the further you go toward the coast, the more rain. So we'll watch Clark, South, Wayne County, all down in those areas for more rain. As we look at the potential for flash flooding, and of course they've already released I mentioned that when we started off, a flash flood watch in effect, and that's that area right there. We'll look closer at that in just a moment. As some key points, I'll post this on Facebook so you can take a little bit more closer look at what the key points of this is. We'll put that out. It tells you where it's going to go and what their expected rainfall amounts. I'll post that. As we look at this, temperatures over the next few days, they are going to drop. Over the next 2-week period, we should stay anywhere from 84 to 85 below, down to about 80 for our highs each day. As the storm comes in, it's going to be changing everything. So that is good news. As we move forward on this, storm predictions for today, nothing heavy. It shows that we could get some light scattered showers here, so not bad at all. That's where we are on that. Now let's go back now and pull up radar and show you what we're looking at here. So everybody's aware of the same thing, of watches, warnings, where it's headed. As we pull up radar this morning, as we look here, this is Clark County here. Now again, that's a flash flood watch. And that's taken in over here is right across into Alabama, all the way down to Hattiesburg. When you get to the coast here is when we start getting these hurricane warnings. Now, and again, this is expected to be a Hurricane 2 when it makes landfall. At first, it was going to be a tropical storm, then, well, maybe a 1, but it's definitely saying it's going to be a 2 by the time it hits. We've got these all the way from Louisiana here, due south of Baton Rouge, all the way across, taking in New Orleans, Gulfport, and then you get over here with some watches in the Panama City area. But expected this area in between New Orleans and Gulfport is where it will actually hit right now. It's there. We'll look at the definitive line here in just a moment as we look at this. But if you're anywhere, if you live anywhere and you see this where you live, pay close attention to this over the next few days. As we zoom in on that, Gulfport, Biloxi, Pascagoula, as you look at that, they have tropical storm warnings, storm surge warnings, hurricane watch, flash flood. You get over here to Gulfport, it changes to hurricane warnings. So they're expecting it from Biloxi west is what they're really expecting. The Pascagoula area should be good. So we're looking Biloxi west over to Slidell, taking in New Orleans, Kenner, and just shy of Baton Rouge. So it's going to fall somewhere in there. All right, let's go ahead and turn this on of our storm path and look at what we've got here. This is where she's sitting right now. It will come across Sunday afternoon, Monday, and then Tuesday is when she's going to come ashore here. As we zoom in on this, expected to have 98 mile an hour winds, wind speed, gust up to 121 miles an hour is what they're expecting, with a Category 2 right there. By the time it reaches New Orleans, it'll still be a 1. Now watch this path. As it comes right out of past Slidell, it's going to hook to the right. And this is the eye of the storm, and it's going to be dumping lots of rain here on this east side, which is our area. As we look at this, it'll come across Newton County. The eye of this, you've got Newton sitting right here. So it's going to come just to the west of the city limits of Newton. It's going to track right on up into Kemper County. And we look at this as it comes in toward DeKalb. And again, this is just the path, the headlong end of it. And it'll barely miss the inside city limits of DeKalb there. It's going to come across, that's Pecan Avenue. Jerry Craig, don't you live somewhere along in there? So that one tree you got left, you need to watch that. It'll cross in between there and to where the landfill is on Highway 16 and hook back over as it gets towards Scuba. It'll go north of there as we turn on our locations. Here's East Mississippi Junior College here. It's going to go north. You've got Wahalak sitting here, the Baptist Church. It's going to cross somewhere in here, Presley Bottom is about right here. So McDade's Grocery, where it used to be, is about right there. So it's just going to be north up here where Mr. Nave had land there on the west side before you get to Presley Bottom. So it'll cut out across there and just go right north of Bentonville Baptist Church on toward Alabama. That's what we're looking at on that. So we've got a lot of rain coming. I know that was a lot of detail, and that path is going to change, but I wanted to point out just how this storm really, really will affect our area. You think, well, that's way off. No, not really, because it is coming. It's going to bring a lot of wind with it, a lot of rain. It will affect you. If you've got a generator, go ahead and get that running. Make sure that it works. I know a few people done that last time. I think I still got some work to do on mine. I've ordered a new generator to run this whole operation, and I'll be telling you about that. And it will be a great savings. I'll tell you where you can get one to where it turns on your house. Somewhere for around $6,000, it'll automatically turn on, take care of you. Sanders Gas. If you hadn't had one of these before, that's very affordable. 22 kW can run your entire home. You don't have to worry about going outside, dragging something, cranking it up. If you need something that takes care of it, takes the worry, runs off propane, you don't have to worry about fuel. Just keep your tank filled up. Talk to Chuck. He will definitely help you out there. And that's Sanders Gas, saving you money. That's a bargain. They can get that ordered for you and get it all hooked up for you, and you'll enjoy that. So it's peace of mind. You know, those the diesel ones, you get into some of those 25 kWs and 50 kWs, you can spend $25,000. And somewhere around $6,000, well, I've got 3 air conditioners at my studio here that run 2 downstairs and one that runs the studio upstairs, and it's going to run all of that. So it has switches to where it'll turn it on one at a time, the air conditioner, so it won't blow it and won't overhandle it. You'll like that. So check all that out. Sanders Gas, talk to them today. They can definitely help you. That's a detailed look at what we've got going on with the forecast. Are we going to get wet? Yes. Are we going to have winds? Yes. And as we set our area now, keep in mind we're going to start getting rain on Tuesday. We got a 60% chance Monday. It'll increase to 80% on Tuesday, and then 60% that night. By Wednesday is when we will really, really start feeling the effects of all this. We'll start having winds of 15 to 20 miles an hour with gusts to 25 to 30, up to 40 by the time it's dark there on Wednesday. So keep in mind with this. And again, flash flood watches already in effect in central Mississippi for Smith and for Simpson County, and east central Mississippi, that's Clark and Jasper, south central Mississippi, Jefferson Davis, Lawrence, and Marion, and in the southeast Mississippi area, that's going to be Covington, Forest, Jones, and Lamar. All of those areas are really close to us, and should that storm shift a little bit to the east, it'll have more effects right here on the Lauderdale County area. So something to keep in mind. Don't put this off of as, oh, well, there's just nothing to it. It's a Category 2. And we will have effects from it. I'll be here to walk you through it and keep you updated with the very latest when it comes to all of this weather. If you've got a question, feel free to drop me a note. I'll do my very best to answer that and help you in any way that I can.
Sanders Gas, Sanders Air and Heat is your full-service propane supplier since 1946. We take pride in ensuring reliable, friendly service to our customers. We also provide safety tune-ups related to propane, air conditioning, and heating systems, keeping our community efficient and safe. I'm Chuck Sanders, and yes, we're local.
During these challenging times, there are some things that you can count on every day. One of them is that Rick Justice Automotive will work hard to help you find just the right vehicle. Rick Justice has late model, low mileage vehicles and 72-month, 72,000-mile warranties available on all vehicles. Come see us today, and we'll show you how we've been helping your friends and relatives find the car, truck, or SUV that was right for them. We will earn your business.
Again, I'd like to thank you for watching this morning. If you wouldn't mind, like and share this. That's the only way other people find out about it, is if you'll share this on your timeline. Just share it out there so everyone else will be aware that what's going on with the weather. And I'm sure there's a few people that are not even aware that I do weather now and track this stuff street by street up to your house. But let them know by doing that. And again, thank you. Don't forget it's Sunday. Go somewhere and enjoy yourself this morning.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by